Lately, I've been thinking a lot about retirement. Not my own, but how most people prepare for it. And honestly, what I've seen is a little scary. Because most people are doing it completely wrong. The big problem. Here's what usually happens. People work for 30, 40 years, save some money, and then just hope it's enough. No real plan, no strategy, just hope. But let me tell you something clearly. Hope is not a strategy. By the time you're 65, if you realize you don't have enough money, it's already too late. You can't go back and fix it. Time is gone. What this video is about. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 powerful assets you must build before retirement. These are not nice to have. These are non-negotiable if you want a peaceful, stress-free retirement. No complicated finance tricks, no risky strategies. Just simple, proven methods that have worked for decades. Asset number 1, dividend stocks, your income machine. When you retire, your salary stops. So the big question is, where will your income come from? You have 2 options. Sell your investments, slowly running out of money, or earn income without selling anything. Which one sounds better? Exactly. Dividend stocks pay you regular cash. And the best part is, the best companies increase those payments every year. Companies like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's. These companies have been paying and increasing dividends for decades. Example, if you invest $1 million at 3% equals $30,000 a year. But if dividends grow, that income can double or even triple over time, and you never sell your assets. That's real financial freedom. Asset number 2, S&P 500 Index Fund, your growth engine. Now listen carefully. You also need growth. That's where an S&P 500 Index Fund comes in. It tracks the top 500 companies in America. Over time, it grows with the economy. No stress, no stock picking, just buy and hold. Think of it like this. Dividend stocks equal your income. Index fund equals your long-term wealth. Asset number 3, real estate, monthly cash flow. Next, real estate, but not your personal home. I'm talking about rental income. Why? Because people always need a place to live. Rental income comes every month, increases with inflation, works even when markets crash. If you own 2 to 3 rental properties, you can easily generate $40,000 to $60,000 a year. That's powerful. Asset number 4, tips, inflation protection. Now let's talk about a silent enemy. That's inflation. Even if you make $50,000 a year, over time it loses value. That's where tips come in. Treasury inflation protected securities. They adjust with inflation, meaning your money keeps its value. Think of this as your financial shield. Asset number 5, a paid-off house. This one might surprise you. Your house is not an investment, but having it fully paid off is a game changer. Imagine this. Mortgage equals $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year. Now imagine paying 0 mortgage. That's money saved for life. Less expenses equals less stress equals easier retirement. Perfect strategy. Simple breakdown. Here's a simple plan. 50 to 60% to dividend stocks, 20 to 25% to S&P 500 Index Fund, 10 to 15% to real estate, 5 to 10% to tips, and a paid-off house on top. Common mistakes. Avoid these at all costs. Avoid relying only on savings. Avoid investing only in bonds. Avoid no income sources, avoid entering retirement with debt, and avoid starting too late. The truth: you can't build wealth in 5 years. It takes time. That's why the best time to start is now. Final message: emotional close. I've seen people retire with peace, and I've seen people struggle every single day. The difference is preparation. So here's your challenge. Today, take one step. Buy your first stock, invest in an index fund, research real estate, pay extra on your mortgage. Just start. Because one day, your future self will ask, did you prepare or did you wait? Outro. If this helped you, like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe for more real-life financial wisdom.
Let's picture this for a second. You retire with about $700,000 in dividend-paying stocks and another $300,000 in an S&P 500 index fund. Your dividend stocks are doing one job, paying you income regularly. Meanwhile, your index fund is doing something quietly in the background. It's growing. Fast forward 20 years, that $300,000 could realistically turn into $2 million or more based on long-term market trends. And during all that time, your dividend stocks have been paying you steady income, helping you live comfortably. Now you don't just have income, you also have a large, growing nest egg. This is the power of combining income plus growth. Together, they create a retirement plan that's strong, stable, and built to last. Asset number 3, real estate, cash flow for life. Now let's talk about the third asset, real estate that produces income. And I want to be clear here, I'm not talking about your personal home. Your home might go up in value, sure, but it doesn't pay you. In fact, it costs you money, taxes, repairs, insurance. What we're talking about is rental property. Why is this so powerful? Because rental income is consistent, reliable, and usually increases over time. People always need a place to live, so as living costs go up, rent usually goes up too. Let's take a simple example. Say you buy a rental property for $300,000 10 years before retirement. You put down $60,000 and rent it out for about $2,000 a month. At first, after expenses, you might only make $300 a month. Not exciting, right? But here's what's really happening. Your loan is getting paid down. Your property is increasing in value. Your rent is likely rising. Now, fast forward to retirement, that property might be fully paid off. And now, it could generate $1,500 a month in profit. That's $18,000 per year from one property. Own 3 properties? That's over $50,000 a year. Add that to dividends and other income, now you're looking at a very comfortable retirement. And if you don't want the hassle of tenants, you can invest in REITs, real estate investment trusts. They give you real estate income without being a landlord. Asset number 4, inflation protection, tips. Now, let's talk about something people underestimate, inflation. It slowly eats away your money. For example, if you retire with $50,000 per year and inflation is around 4%, in 10 years, that same money will feel like $33,000. That's a big loss. This is where tips come in. Treasury inflation-protected securities. They are designed to adjust with inflation, so your money keeps its value. Think of it like this. Stocks and real estate are growth. Tips are protection. You don't need a lot. 5 to 10% of your portfolio is enough, but it gives you peace of mind. Asset number 5, a paid-off home. Now this one might surprise you. Your house is not really an investment, but having it fully paid off is a huge advantage. Let's break it down. If you're paying $2,000 a month, that's $24,000 a year. Over 20 years, nearly $500,000. Now imagine no mortgage. You only pay basic costs, taxes, insurance, maintenance, maybe $6,000 to $8,000 per year. That saves you around $15,000 to $18,000 every year. That means you need less income to survive. You feel less financial pressure. You have more freedom. If you're close to retirement, paying off your mortgage should be a top priority. Yes, investing might give better returns sometimes, but peace of mind, that's priceless. Simple allocation strategy. Here's a basic breakdown. 50 to 60% to dividend stocks, 20 to 25% to S&P 500 index fund, 10 to 15% to real estate or REITs, 5 to 10% to tips, plus a paid-off home. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's be honest, most people mess this up. Here's how. Too many bonds, no growth. No income-generating assets. Retiring with debt. No diversification. Starting too late. Reality check. You can't build this in 5 years. It takes time. That's why starting early matters. Final message. Strong close. Here's the truth. Retirement doesn't wait for you. It's coming, whether you're ready or not. So start today. Not next week, not next year. Today. Take one step. Buy your first stock. Invest in an index fund. Learn about real estate. Pay extra on your mortgage. Just start. Because one day, your future self will thank you or regret waiting. And if this helped you, like, comment, subscribe.